My name is Michelle Phillips. I teach ninth grade special ed in the South Bronx at the Leadership Institute High School. I was born and raised in Jamaica until I was 9 years old. I came to the U.S. when I was 10 years old, and I grew up at 174th Street and Crowes Avenue in the Bronx. I actually went through New York City public school from 5th grade on until 12th grade. So I know what the experience is for many of my students that are coming into the classroom because I've lived their lives. I've lived in the neighborhoods that they've lived in. I've experienced a lot of the same things that they've experienced, and that forms a connection with my students because there's an understanding that I know where you've been and I can identify with you. Because I'm dual certified, I had the option of whether to teach general ed or special ed. I chose a path of special ed because I saw the need for teachers, qualified teachers with the content base and with the special ed background. Parents would say to me that I'm an advocate for their child, and that's one special and great thing about special ed is that you are the advocate for the students in your classroom. You are the person that parents turn to. You're the person that students come to when there is a problem, and you are the person that's responsible in making sure that these kids get their accommodations, whatever is on their individual education plan is being met. And that is a reward in itself because you're responsible for a child's life. To have a responsibility like that is tough because if you're not, it makes me put my own preconceived notions and my own prejudice aside because if I don't do what I need to get done for this child's not going to get the service. Whether or not I agree with what a teacher, if I like a teacher or not, that's not my job. My job is to make sure that my students get the services that is required by law. And I take that job very seriously. And my colleagues know that I will go to the bat for my students. Whatever they're supposed to get, I'm going to make sure that they get it. What you see on the TV and what you hear in the news is not always what you get in the classroom. And when you walk into the classroom, if you put your prejudice aside and you put all your preconceived notions about how people are, and you approach people as human beings, you'll walk away with a great experience because the kids relate to that. You don't have to look like them, and you don't have to think like them, but they will be respectful to you if you treat them as human beings. And that's very important as a teacher coming from the Midwest, from California, even from the Bronx. You can come from the Bronx and not have that experience with students where they can identify with you. Because if you come into a situation with your prejudice about someone, about their ethnicity, about their cultural background, then you've lost students. But if you come into this process and you walk into the door and said, you know what, I'm here because I'm here to help. I'm here to be a teacher, and I'm here to listen to you and to see where you're coming from and just to address you as a human being. Your experience will be superb. I teach NYC because I am NYC. I went through the New York City public school. I know what the struggles are of being in a public school, and I know what the rewards are at the end of the day. Being a college graduate, having my master's degree, I know the possibilities that is there for the students if they're willing to work and they have the right teachers and support.